and it has no meaning. So you're just dancing surface. You're just coming in and imitating. There's this, hold this on. He also created 5. We see people now doing this for 5. 5, okay? That was something culturally that was happening in the community. So Don's creation of the dance came out of the community. It came out of feeling, giving himself 5, pointing to somebody. Interestingly enough, freezing, bam, to a beat, which of course is what you guys did, is freeze to the beat. There's something about us working organically, improvisationally, freezing to the beat, hearing the music, and also with us, we still worked with people who sang songs like James Brown. So if it was about your bad self, we could dance about our bad self. If it was about whatever the lyric was saying, we could interpret. So, ladies, when you're in a battle, and James Brown is singing about Sex Machine, and you're still dancing like a guy, you're missing the point.
And that's really important that Toni touched on that, is a lot of things that are happening in culture and at the time have been incorporated into the dance. And that's one way that we know that the dance is still alive, it's organic, it's still living. This is a living thing. And it's really great that people from an older generation would accept a term like hip-hop to be all the melting pot, to represent the melting pot, which the United States is like a melting pot country of many cultures and many styles and many perspectives going into a melting pot. So it's really cool that that even exists.
Not one of us went into a dance class to learn a style. Because there was no dance class at the time. At the time, you could not find a locking class. You could not find a punking class. You could not find a popping class. You could not find a breaking class. The first class I ever saw that was street, Oliver Crumbs did for us on the West Coast, was not until like the late 80s or 90s. We created these dances 20 years before there was dance classes. You guys, I know you're so lucky. You can look at YouTube, you can go in and, oh, I want to lock. So you go into a locking class and you learn a routine. Look, there's nothing more fabulous than learning a routine. It's great. It has a great merit. We wouldn't have been on television if we couldn't have done a routine. But it came out of an organic process. You must find yourself within this dance. You must find yourselves within the dance.
So today and last year, this is what I tell the MC and the DJ about what I'm looking for in all styles. Feel, listen, and go. We all have feelings that we have and carry. Everything for us was acting out in punking whacking. Everything was acting out. We were inspired by black and white movies that had no sound. We were inspired by TV shows because we had no sound up. So everything we did was freezes, all right? Now, if you're inspired by movies, think about this, because this is how I, if I still would compete, would think. There's a script, there's actors, the cameraman says action, they film it, and then the musicians come in and put the score to the movement. Does that make sense? So if I dance, I will let you know what rhythm and music I want you to see. The music is playing because I'm moving. I don't chase the beats. I don't chase the music. The best way that I can show to you for my punking element sense is Michael Jackson, Super Bowl opening. He did absolutely nothing, but it was everything. He punked the beginning of that so hard. 10 minutes later, everybody's losing. That's punking. So when you come out and you're whacking, if you think about it, you're coming out with emotions and feelings, and the music is playing. You're experiencing the music because you're defending yourself from the sounds. You're hitting the sounds, and the DJs, they're coming from all around you. You hit the sounds wherever they come. You don't just go, ga, 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 ga. That's voguing, that's different. Voguing is runway. Punking whacking is movies. Voguing, the way I can describe it, is a sister style of mine from the East Coast. Watch me, adore me. Punking whacking, here I come, there I go. Sorry you missed it.
So, FAYSO, since you broke down shredding a little bit already, can you just break down a couple of the styles that live under that umbrella, specifically from Northern California, where these styles that we all know of, like the Fresno Boogaloo that's in Northern California. People don't know where Fresno is. We're talking about many different places in the Northern California area became this place where funk, particular style of soul music with the hand clap being very dominant, and the styles that came as a reaction to that hand clap.
So first of all, I just want to touch on a little bit of what Toni said, because sometimes when you're from the era that we're from, you forget that you didn't have anyone teaching you this. You couldn't go to a class and learn this. We learned this from the streets. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's called street dance. Exactly. So you guys are blessed to be able to, take classes and stuff like that and learn history. Like, we were making history. We didn't have nobody to tell us anything. We were just young kids out there doing our thing, right? So I wanted to elaborate a little bit more on what strutting is. So you got a couple of elements of strutting. So, strutting is, like I said before, it's a form of stepping, but it consists of dominoes, what we call catch-ons, together moves, and the precision of ROTC. Now that's the group form of it. Then you have the solo form, which is called the Fillmore, or the Fillmore dance style, or the Fillmore strut. That's done individually, and it was created to battle, actually. It was a battle dance. And so dominoes, if you guys are all familiar with dominoes, you hit one and another one, it goes down the line like that. That's basically what a domino is. In dancing, we would boom, bah, 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 down the line and bring it back, bah, 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 boom. Then we'd do a catch on, like I'll go out and do something while the other person wait, come back and they'll catch on and do the same thing, come back, boom. Then next thing you know, we're all doing it together. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it had to be precise. One person couldn't be doing this, and the other person on point like this, and the other one kind of like this. Everything, looking this way, you need to be looking over your shoulder, looking at the tip of your finger. Not one person looking this way or one kind of looking. It was all about precision and look, for each member together, whether it was 4 or 5, to look as one in movement. You understand what I'm saying? So, if you're in a crew, if you're in a group and you guys are doing things in sync, make sure that every single one of you all look the same. That's what makes a dance crew dope. You know what I'm saying? And individually, the Fillmore is when you shuffling your feet, moving your arms from side to side, breaking down. That's the solo form of strutting. I wish I could demonstrate, but I don't have time for that, so.
We'll make time. The Chill Down Lounge. Ken, he started to segue off into being able to describe the styles, because it's very important that everybody has a description of the styles. He described what b-boying is, but Ken also lives under another banner. He has a crew called 7 Gems. They have a rock division that has been pushing one of the 2 most underground styles that people don't know about. I say underground meaning you know what locking is, you know what whacking is, you know what popping is, but you may have never heard strutting until today. You know what breaking is, but Ken Swift is going to break down the Brooklyn rock, aka freestyle, aka New York freestyle.
All right, so once again, as a student, I'm coming to you and I want to share some information that you can continue to build on. Okay, so the father of breaking, in my opinion, is rock dance, freestyle. This is the dance that existed in the streets of New York City, in the clubs, in the block parties, the road skating rinks. It was a dance that was done in all of the neighborhoods. A lot of neighborhoods try to claim dance, but we also have to reflect on the radio playing in every neighborhood, so dancers danced everywhere. So rather than get into that, rocking started here, rocking started there, let's just say that rock or freestyle existed in New York City. It was the dance that I kind of described briefly that my brother, one of my older brothers, Speedy, used to do. He used to dance with a group called the #1 Short Shot Boys. These were all Puerto Rican kids. And the first people that I seen dance was a lot of the darker skinned brothers dancing in the park, and I felt like at that time in '78, I didn't know if I did it, I would get in trouble, I would get punched in the face or something. I didn't know. I was it was very aggressive, and you know, I had to really figure it out. And when I saw some of my brother's friends break, I felt a little bit more secure, because the other side of it is that, you know, when you go to a park, there's no security. This is not what you people understand. You know, you could dance better than someone and get in trouble. So the whole idea with rock, from what I've been researching since, I've rocked since the 80s. I started rocking with my partner Doze. When we went to USA Roller Skating Rink and we seen some rockers down there, we came right back to Manhattan. First of all, once again, I'm from Manhattan, from where Harlem starts. I'm not from the Bronx. People don't know that. I think I'm from the Bronx. I'm a Manhattan boy. Anyway, so check it out. So with the rock, it's like improvised storytelling. And a lot of it is very similar to what Toni described as also interpreting the lyrics of the songs and the moments of the songs that break. When Herb was putting songs, looping songs, and when that all started with him, a classic song that I have to mention is Listen to Me. And this is one of the anthems of the rock or the freestyle. And when this song would come on, people would dance in a specific way. And there were other songs that were in context that sent a quick message to the audience that now's the time these people are going to do this style of dance. And a lot of the times it was individual, personal dancing. You might see a person dance it, and then another person will dance right after to challenge them or compete with them, or you might see them both on together. But it's a very stylish dance. We're talking about a dance that was done by adults or young adults that can get into clubs. We're not talking about sneakers, we're not talking about tube socks and cut-off shorts. We're talking about polyester shirts, nice haircut, little cologne, you know what I'm saying, shoes, platform shoes. I mean, this is the research that I did with the dancers that I dance with. I share the classic styles of New York City, which is rocking and breaking through them, through 7 Gems Rock Dance Division. So it's a dance that you guys should really try to look into, because rocking has been weaved into breaking now, but it is a separate dance. Rocking and breaking are 2 separate dances. We allow the evolution for breaking to take from everywhere, which you see a lot around the world, but rocking is a separate dance. And one of the dreams that I have, ultimately, finally, is to hopefully see rocking in a world championships, which there's world championships of a lot of other dances, but there's never been a world championships for rock dancing or freestyle or rocking. Some people say Brooklyn rocking. Okay, so just a little information. Thank you, Graham, for letting me shout that out. I appreciate it.
So this is great that we close the panel in this form, because the word rock is very important, especially for hip-hop culture. Though people know it to be a genre of music, the word rock is the verb that explains what we're doing in hip-hop culture. To rock the floor, to rock the turntables, to rock the mic, and to rock the walls with your art. It's the verb, it's to rock your body. Aretha Franklin told us rock your body from side to side. James Brown told us play around the one. These are very important things that have become part of the DNA of hip-hop. And hip-hop has always been about skills. You earn your respect, you earn your stripes in the game by building your skills. So start with fundamentals and foundation. learn to dance, and then learn moves, and then incorporate those moves into your dance. We'd like to thank you all for taking the time to be here for this historic panel. Every year, Hip Hop International pushes the envelope to bring you more and more authenticity. As we're here with living legends right before you, thank you, Howard and Karen. Thank you to all the Hip Hop International staff that has been here to support you all throughout the process of you competing for love and respect. And I want to tell you all, these legends are alive, they're here, and they're approachable, and they want to share their gifts. So take it upon yourself to learn about this culture, learn about the many different styles. And I want to thank my partner in the world battle, Mr. MANOEL Carvalho, that's been here with me, pushing the envelope to make sure that everybody has a great day, a fair day, get their 1 minute of fame on the stage, and so forth. And right after this, after we clear out the stage, we'll be going into the finals in every round for the